I'm wearing a tie and a formal hat tonight because we need to get down to business. And by business, I mean complaining about things on the internet. And if you've ever been on the internet, and clearly you have, you know that business is good. And tonight, I want to talk about LinkedIn. And as far as I can tell, LinkedIn only has 3 purposes for its existence. The first is to bother me during that 9 minutes of snooze time every morning where I've got to pee really, really bad, but I don't want to get out of the nice warm bed. And then right in the middle, I get a vibrating email notification to my phone, and it's always an email from LinkedIn. And you know what? To you people who want to solve my problems, yes, I get it. I could turn off email notifications on my phone when I go to bed. But the problem with that is I need things to complain about in my life. And if I fix that problem, then I've got one less thing to complain about, thereby compounding my overall problem. So it would be much bigger. But thanks, but no thanks. Its second purpose appears to be to keep me updated on Richard Branson's life, which if I really wanted to follow a rich and famous person and read about their life that's actually mundane but with really expensive crab and lobster, I'd do it on Twitter, where I could write snappy @replies that would annoy the shit out of all of my followers. And you know what? I especially like how LinkedIn wants to email me about his business successes on holidays and weekends when I don't want to think about work. You know what? On Labor Day, I want to drink beer. I don't want to read about how Richard Branson's billions has got him another jet. So it's a lot like my wife when every day she gets up and I get out of the shower and she scares me with a hockey mask and a butcher knife. You'd think I'd know by now, but it happens every day except Halloween. It's the same idea here. You're emailing me on the weekends, you're emailing me on holidays, and I just want to be left alone. Now, the third purpose of LinkedIn appears to be to kick me squarely in the balls emotionally, at least bi-weekly. So much like other social media applications, they use targeted keywords, things you enter on a regular basis, to do their marketing. But unlike Facebook, which just displays giant ads of everything I just bought my wife from Amazon for Christmas, so I can't call her into the room to see the latest video of a turtle humping a wok. You know what? It's great to have bio PhDs as friends. Instead, I can't call her into the room, and LinkedIn, much like this, wants to remind me when the economy crashed a few years ago and I got laid off with 800 of my closest coworkers that I used to work for a company. And you know what? Even that wouldn't bother me, except it was the day before I left to go to Las Vegas to get married. That's right. 2 hours before my PTO started to get married and sign my life away to another person, I got booted from a company that I had signed 8 years of my life away to. If that is an irony, I don't know what is. Now, honestly, I don't blame that company because business is business. And we all know corporations are people just like Stalin was a person. No, I blame LinkedIn for saying, hey, this dude is connected to a lot of his old coworkers from Company X. I bet he wants to follow that company on LinkedIn to hear the latest marketing bullshit pumped out by a bunch of people so that investors think they're great. What a bunch of assholes. Now, beyond that, I've yet to figure out the value of LinkedIn. All I ever see when I log in is 1 or 2 people posting links to the latest buzzword-laden blog promising search engine optimization or how to be a better manager by following the advice of a shitty manager who has way too much time and can write a blog, or how to improve your LinkedIn profile to make more money because you didn't load an avatar yet. And that allows people to feel superior about not knowing anything about LinkedIn, but they were smart enough to load the picture that got taken the day they created their company badge. It's absolutely ridiculous. And then beyond that, all we get are a million entries for people I've never heard of, but said, okay, I'll connect to you, and how they just connected to other people I've never heard of, making me a third connection to being Luke Skywalker's father. God, I don't even know. Now, there are some people who will swear to you that it helps their career and LinkedIn helps them make money. Do not believe these people. They are monsters. They're just trying to justify spending 6 hours a day on the world's most boring social media site. And Google Plus doesn't even count because you actually need to have users to be boring. It's ridiculous. Now, interestingly enough, LinkedIn apparently has the most stable revenue stream because its subscriber bases for its premium service, which allows those people to annoy all of the members of LinkedIn, with messages and connect to other people you've never heard of that they don't already have a connection to, making you a 16th level connection that God only knows what, but you get to see their updates. It's like the idea, have you ever seen a landfill? That's what's going on with LinkedIn and connections between people. The person I know is somewhere between a half-eaten Twinkie and part of a boat that got busted 16 years ago in a hurricane. That's just what's going on with people that connect on LinkedIn. And you know what? Maybe the premium account, it'll tell you if Richard Branson wears boxers, briefs, or whatever it is he wears when he collects millions of dollars from other rich people who you'll never know. They get to go to space because they're multi-billionaires. I don't even know. All I do know is that I want to lay in bed for 9 more minutes each morning wishing I didn't have to pee, instead of having to be a go-getter who opens his phone, reads his LinkedIn email, and then annoys all of his friends with the latest group message about the most recent and festive corporate buzzword.